Did you know that about 75% of people fear public speaking more than death? That's right. In fact, a study by the National Institute of Mental Health found that public speaking is a top fear for many, even more than spiders or heights. But what if I told you that the secret to overcoming this fear isn't just about practice or memorizing a script? It's about passion. When you speak with genuine excitement, your audience can feel it. According to research from Princeton University, emotional connections can boost your message's impact by a whopping 60%. This means that if you bring your passion to the stage, you're already ahead of the game. In this video, we'll explore why passion matters more than a perfectly polished script. You'll discover strategies to ignite your fire, embrace imperfections, and read your audience like a pro. We'll dive into the power of your voice and learn how to leave a lasting impression. So, if you're ready to transform your public speaking skills and engage your audience in a way you've never thought possible, stay tuned. Passion is the key that unlocks the door to great speaking, and we're about to unlock it together. Chapter 1: Ignite the Fire. The heartbeat of every great speech. When it comes to public speaking, passion is everything. It's what grabs people's attention and makes them feel connected to your message. A study from Princeton University showed that emotion-driven communication activates parts of the brain linked to empathy. This means your audience is more likely to connect with you if they feel your enthusiasm, even if your speech isn't perfect. Think of it this way: a great speech isn't just about the words. It's about how you make people feel. According to Carmine Gallo, author of Talk Like TED, your ability to communicate passionately is your greatest competitive edge. When you speak with passion, your audience can sense it. They become emotionally invested, and that's when real magic happens. So how do you ignite that fire? Start by speaking about something you truly care about. You can't fake passion. If you're not genuinely excited about your topic, your audience won't be either. Passion fuels confidence. Confidence fuels connection. Also, ditch the script. Don't get caught up in memorizing every word. Studies show that speakers who rely too heavily on their script are perceived as robotic or disengaged. Instead, use an outline or key points to guide you. This way, you're free to let your emotions guide the flow of the speech. Lastly, practice emotional storytelling. People remember stories more than they remember facts or figures. According to cognitive psychologist Jerome Bruner, a fact wrapped in a story is 22 times more memorable. So, put your passion into a personal story that moves people, and watch the magic happen. Chapter 2: Ditch the perfection. Embrace your imperfections. Perfection in public speaking is a myth. In fact, striving for perfection can actually hold you back. When you're too focused on getting every word right, you lose the natural flow and energy that make a speech engaging. According to Harvard Business Review, speakers who allow themselves to be a bit vulnerable are perceived as more likable and trustworthy. Here's the thing: your imperfections make you human. And people relate to humans, not robots. When you embrace your flaws, your audience sees you as authentic. TED Talk coach Gina Barnett often says, "Your quirks are your charisma." So, lean into them. If you stumble on a word, laugh it off. If you lose your place, take a deep breath and keep going. These moments show the audience that you're real. Being imperfect also opens the door to adaptability. Say you forget a line, no big deal. You're not chained to the script. You can pivot, adjust, and even improvise based on how your audience reacts. A survey from Toastmasters International found that 89% of people prefer a speaker who adjusts naturally to the situation over one who sticks rigidly to their script. Also, remember that your audience is rooting for you. They want you to succeed. Studies on audience empathy show that listeners feel uncomfortable when a speaker seems too stressed about perfection. When you embrace your mistakes and move forward confidently, they relax, and the connection grows stronger. Chapter 3: Speak from the soul, not the page. Great speeches come from within. When you speak from the soul, your words carry a weight that can't be replicated by a script. Consider this: Forbes reported that speakers who share personal stories and speak from the heart are rated 78% more engaging than those who rely solely on data and rehearsed lines. To speak from the soul, focus on why your message matters to you. What personal experiences fuel your passion for this topic? Sharing these experiences helps your audience connect with you on a deeper level. According to The Power of Story by Jim Loehr, storytelling is the most powerful tool to create emotional engagement, and emotional engagement is the key to influence. Think about it: how often have you listened to a perfectly polished speech and forgotten it the next day? Now compare that to a passionate speaker who told a heartfelt story. You probably still remember their message, even years later. This is because emotional storytelling taps into the listener's subconscious. Psychologist Paul Zak found that stories cause the brain to release oxytocin, the feel-good chemical, which boosts empathy and connection. Here's another key tip: let go of control. It might feel scary, but when you're not trying to control every word, your passion shines through naturally. Take it from motivational speaker Les Brown, who says, "Don't let someone else's opinion of you become your reality. Focus on your message, not the audience's judgment. And don't worry about being too polished." Remember, audiences are moved by emotion, not perfection. Speaking from the heart doesn't require perfect words, it requires real words. So, let your passion guide you, and the rest will follow. If you're finding these tips helpful, consider subscribing. You won't want to miss the upcoming strategies that will elevate your speaking skills even further. Chapter 4: Flow with the energy. Reading the room like a pro. Reading the room is a skill that every great speaker must develop. It's about being aware of the audience's energy and adjusting your delivery accordingly. Here's the thing: no two audiences are the same. What works for one group might not land well with another. That's why flexibility is key. Research shows that 55% of communication is body language. This means you should be paying close attention to the physical reactions of your audience. Are they leaning in, nodding, or smiling? That's a good sign. If they're fidgeting or looking at their phones, you might need to switch things up. Adjust your tone, ask a question, or share a personal story to re-engage them. One tip is to start your speech by scanning the room. A quick read of the audience's facial expressions and posture can give you a sense of their mood. This sets the stage for how you'll interact with them throughout your talk. Another tactic is to ask rhetorical questions. They help create a two-way conversation without needing direct answers. According to The Art of Public Speaking by Dale Carnegie, rhetorical questions make the audience feel involved and help maintain their attention. Also, don't be afraid to pause. A well-timed pause not only emphasizes a point but also gives you a moment to assess how the audience is responding. Tony Robbins, known for his high-energy speeches, often uses pauses to gauge audience reactions and build anticipation. Pauses also allow you to adjust your approach in real time. Finally, stay flexible. If the energy feels off, shift gears. If a joke doesn't land, move on quickly. It's not about sticking to the script but about creating a dynamic experience that feels fresh and engaging. Chapter 5: The Power of Your Voice. Emotion over eloquence. Your voice is your most powerful tool when speaking. More than your words, your vocal delivery can make or break your message. It's not just about what you say, but how you say it. In fact, studies show that tone of voice accounts for 38% of communication effectiveness, according to psychologist Albert Mehrabian. One of the easiest ways to improve your voice is to vary your pitch and pace. A monotonous voice will lose your audience fast, no matter how good your content is. Think of it like music: a good song has highs, lows, and rhythm. Your voice should do the same. Elevate your pitch when you're excited, slow down when you're making a serious point, and use silence to create suspense. A powerful technique is vocal inflection. This is when you change the pitch or tone of your voice to emphasize certain words. TED speaker Julian Treasure says that varying vocal inflection can increase a speaker's influence by up to 20%. Try this next time you speak. Say the same sentence with different tones and notice how the meaning changes. Breathing is also crucial. When you control your breath, you control your delivery. Many speakers fall into the trap of rushing through their speech because they're nervous. This leads to breathlessness and a shaky voice. Slow down, take deep breaths, and use pauses to reset. In fact, professional speakers often practice diaphragmatic breathing to maintain vocal strength and calm nerves. Finally, practice vocal warm-ups before you speak. Just like an athlete warms up before a game, your voice needs warming up, too. Simple exercises like humming or tongue twisters can help. A well-prepared voice allows you to speak with passion, clarity, and confidence. If you found these insights valuable, be sure to subscribe for more tips on mastering public speaking and connecting with your audience like never before.